In the vast expanse of the cosmos, the Galactic Council convened on their orbital citadel, a shimmering construct of crystalline alloys that hovered above the binary star system of Zitherus, comprised of representatives from over 100 advanced civilizations. The Council was the pinnacle of interstellar diplomacy and governance. For millennia, they had overseen trade agreements, mediated territorial disputes, and coordinated efforts to combat existential threats across the galaxy. Yet, despite their collective wisdom, one species continually baffled them: humanity. The humans, originating from a pale blue dot in the Milky Way's Orion arm, had only recently emerged onto the galactic stage. Their history was marked by paradoxes, moments of breathtaking ingenuity juxtaposed with catastrophic blunders. Humanity's technological prowess grew exponentially, but so did their capacity for destruction. They were unpredictable, volatile, and fiercely independent, a stark contrast to the measured, cooperative ethos of most other species in the Council. It all began when an exploratory probe from the Vorthan Dominion stumbled upon Earth during a routine survey mission. What they found astonished them: a species capable of creating symphonies of art and music while simultaneously waging wars that scarred their planet. The probe's data revealed humanity's penchant for innovation: spacecraft designs that rivaled centuries of Vorthan engineering, medical advancements that cured diseases once thought incurable, and cultural achievements that spoke to an unquenchable thirst for meaning. But it also highlighted darker truths: environmental degradation, societal inequality, and weapons of mass destruction that could obliterate entire cities. This duality intrigued the Galactic Council. Could such a contradictory species be trusted as allies? Or were they too dangerous to integrate into the galactic community? The debate raged among Council members, each faction offering arguments rooted in their own values and fears. Some saw humanity as a potential savior, a wild card capable of solving problems others deemed insurmountable. Others viewed them as a ticking time bomb, a chaotic force that could destabilize the fragile balance of interstellar peace. As the Council deliberated, humanity remained unaware of their scrutiny, blissfully continuing their upward trajectory toward the stars. Little did they know, their fate, and perhaps the fate of the galaxy, hung precariously in the balance. Humanity's ascension. Through conflict, humanity's journey to the stars was anything but linear. It was forged in the crucible of conflict, where survival often demanded innovation at breakneck speed. Wars, both ancient and modern, became laboratories of invention. The Roman Empire's aqueducts revolutionized water distribution, enabling urban centers to flourish. Centuries later, World War II catalyzed advancements in radar technology, cryptography, and jet propulsion. The Cold War-era space race between the United States and the Soviet Union epitomized humanity's relentless drive. What began as a geopolitical rivalry culminated in the Apollo 11 moon landing, a testament to human determination and ingenuity. Yet this same drive carried a dark undercurrent. The same technologies that propelled humanity forward were often repurposed for destruction. The discovery of nuclear fission led to the Manhattan Project, birthing weapons capable of annihilating entire cities in moments. Cyber warfare, born from the digital revolution, turned information itself into a battlefield, with nations weaponizing data breaches and disinformation campaigns. Even peaceful innovations like artificial intelligence and genetic engineering carried the specter of misuse, raising ethical dilemmas that humanity struggled to reconcile. Despite these contradictions, or perhaps because of them, humanity's adaptability became its defining trait. Faced with existential threats, humans demonstrated an unparalleled ability to pivot, innovate, and survive. Climate change spurred the development of renewable energy technologies, while pandemics accelerated breakthroughs in biotechnology. This resilience, coupled with an insatiable curiosity, positioned humanity as a species uniquely capable of thriving amidst adversity. The Galactic Council observed these patterns with a mixture of awe and apprehension. Humanity's knack for turning conflict into progress was unmatched, but so was their capacity for self-destruction. In their eyes, humans were not merely a species to be studied, they were a paradox to be reckoned with. As council members debated whether to extend an invitation for alliance or impose quarantine protocols, one truth became undeniable. Humanity's greatest strengths were also their most profound vulnerabilities. Humanity's first galactic encounter, the moment humanity stepped onto the galactic stage, was as unexpected as it was dramatic. It began with the sudden appearance of a massive iridescent spacecraft descending into Earth's atmosphere, hovering silently above the United Nations headquarters in New York City. The vessel emitted no sound, no radiation, and no discernible communication signals, only a pulsating glow that bathed the cityscape in an otherworldly light. Panic rippled through global media, but before chaos could escalate, a holographic projection materialized in the skies. Standing tall was an emissary of the Galactic Council, an elongated crystalline being whose translucent form shimmered with shifting hues. Its voice resonated telepathically, bypassing language barriers entirely. "Humans of Earth," it intoned, its tone calm yet commanding, "you have reached a threshold. Your actions now ripple beyond your world, affecting the delicate fabric of interstellar harmony. We come not as conquerors, but as evaluators. Will you prove yourselves fit for the galactic community?" The reaction was immediate and explosive. Governments scrambled to respond, scientists raced to analyze the technology behind the vessel, and billions of people watched in stunned silence or fervent debate. Conspiracy theories flourished, religious leaders proclaimed the event as prophecy fulfilled, and social media erupted with memes blending humor and existential dread. Amid the chaos, humanity's characteristic unpredictability shone through. Protesters gathered outside the UN, holding signs that read everything from "Welcome to Earth" to "Stay out of our galaxy." Meanwhile, hackers attempted to breach the alien ship's systems, assuming it operated on principles similar to human tech, a futile endeavor that underscored humanity's hubris. The Galactic Council's emissary, however, remained unfazed. It issued a single directive: humanity must demonstrate their worthiness within 6 solar cycles, or face isolation from the galactic network. With stakes higher than ever, Earth's fractured nations were forced to unite. Leaders convened emergency summits, pooling resources to assemble a delegation tasked with proving humanity's value. For the first time in history, the species stood united, not out of altruism, but out of necessity. As humanity prepared to meet the challenge, the Council watched closely. They marveled at how quickly humans adapted, mobilizing their vast array of talents and technologies. Yet they also noted the underlying tensions, the mistrust between nations, the exploitation of the crisis for political gain, and the lingering question of whether humanity's unity was genuine or fleeting. The encounter was a litmus test, not just for humanity's capabilities, but for their character, humanity's chaotic brilliance. Under pressure, when the Galactic Council's emissary delivered its ultimatum, humanity's response was a masterclass in organized chaos. Within days, the hastily assembled delegation, dubbed the Stellar Accord Initiative, unveiled a bold plan to construct a prototype fusion reactor capable of powering entire star systems, a feat that would position humanity as indispensable contributors to galactic infrastructure. The project, codenamed Helios Forge, combined cutting-edge quantum computing with experimental plasma containment technology, showcasing humanity's unparalleled ability to innovate under duress. Scientists worked around the clock, fueled by adrenaline and caffeine, their collaboration transcending national borders and institutional rivalries. But the brilliance of Helios Forge came with a cost. a critical miscalculation during a live demonstration nearly caused a catastrophic meltdown, narrowly averted by the quick thinking of a junior engineer who hacked into the system mid-test. The incident exposed humanity's penchant for pushing boundaries without fully understanding the consequences, a quality that both awed and alarmed the Council. Simultaneously, factions within humanity's ranks clashed over resource allocation and intellectual property rights, threatening to derail the project entirely. It took a viral speech by a young climate activist, broadcast globally to remind everyone of the stakes. If we can't work together to save ourselves, how can we claim to help the galaxy? Meanwhile, humanity's unpredictability continued to manifest in unexpected ways. A rogue billionaire launched his own unauthorized space mission, attempting to intercept the Council's emissary with a fleet of private drones armed with diplomatic gifts. The drones malfunctioned spectacularly, scattering glittering debris across the ship's hull, a gesture that baffled the Council but inadvertently diffused tension with its absurdity. Similarly, grassroots movements emerged worldwide, crafting messages of peace and goodwill in every conceivable medium, from traditional art to holographic performances. These acts of creativity added a layer of complexity to humanity's portrayal, revealing a species capable of profound empathy even amid their chaos. For the Council, these events painted a picture of humanity as a double E,